What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video on Soul Therapy. Today we're going to the north side of Chicago to see what kind of sneaker and vintage items we can find. We find a lot of really cool stuff, so make sure you stay tuned throughout the whole entire video. On foot today I have the Jordan 1 Metallic Navy from 2015. I've been thinking of scooping up that 85 pair. You guys think I should? Anyways, the first store we hit up was 2nd Street, which is brand new to this area, and I've heard of 2nd Street before and seen it on other YouTube channels such as Seth Fowler, so I was really intrigued to see what they would have. They had some Nike Dunk Lows in this really clean colorway, just a super small size, and they had these Jordans in this tan colorway. I've never seen these before, but I really do like them. They also had some Air Max 97s, gold bullets. They also had these Nike Dunk Lows in a racer orange, and they were pretty beat. They also had a pair of Air Max 1s. These seemed to be a collaboration of some sort, and I really did like those. I thought those were really cool. They just wanted over 250 bucks for them, which is pretty steep. They had a bunch of crazy designer shoes, including this completely translucent. That is just insane. It reminds me a lot of the Nike Dunk Low SBs, the eBays that have the see-through spots. They had some really cool hats and beanies, including some Stussy ones that I know have been popping off, some Supreme, all that good stuff. And the clothing items were really cool, just some of them were overpriced. Like this Chicago t-shirt was $7. You could easily find this at like a Goodwill for $2. They had like Mike Dean t-shirts, which if you don't know, he's a music producer, one of the best of all time too. They had the Drake, I believe these are the first Nocta Hot Steps, correct me if I'm wrong, and they were for a decent price in my size, just not super interested in those. They had some Jordan 5s, some Jordan 13s, and a lot of Nike Dunk Highs, including this black and yellow colorway that remind me a lot of Wu-Tang. They also had some skateboarding shoes in my size that I've never seen before, and a pair of Jordan 2s in the green and white colorway. So far, I was really impressed with 2nd Street, and the Supreme Air Maxes were really cool, reminding me a lot of the new Air Max DN that they collaborated on. The pricing here is just about what I expected. Some items are a little bit too pricey for what they are, and other items are actually genuinely good deals. They did have these Yeezys, which I have a hard time buying used because you can never really tell if they're real or not. Then I went to Buffalo Exchange, and they were so empty here. Honestly, it was hard to find anything nice. Usually Buffalo Exchange comes through with one shoe item or one clothing item that really captures my attention. They did have this Chicago Bulls Michael Jordan jacket that was Mitchell & Ness. That was pretty decent, just in a super small size. That was my size, it probably would have been a cop. So then I decided to walk to the Supreme store, cop some Nike Dunk Low SBs in that deep royal blue colorway, and the review is now out on my channel. Next store you know we had to hit up was Round 2 Chicago, and they always have heat here. They had some court purple Nike Dunk Low SBs and some metallic red Jordan 1 highs, very similar to the metallic burgundy 85s that recently released. They also had these Jordan 5 Georgetowns for a really good price. I've been meaning to add a Jordan 5 or a Jordan 13 to my collection because I really like those silhouettes, but they did have some Jordan 1 Obsidians in my size, and I was super tempted. It took a lot of discipline not to pull the trigger. They also had the Jordan 11 Columbia that's going to be returning later this year. Excited for that release for sure. They had these Jordan 13s, I believe to be in the True Love colorway, not a shoe you see often. And then they had them, the Jordan 1 Low Metallic Navy 85, and oh my god, do I want a pair of these so bad. I know, I'm a complete sucker for the Jordan 1 model, and you add the 85 cut on top of that, and it's hard to resist for me. They had a lot of dope t-shirts and clothing item, but to be honest, I'd rather spend most of my money on the sneakers and thrift the rest of my clothes for more reasonable prices than this. And there's nothing wrong from shopping at places like this. You get kind of like a curated experience of vintage items, but me personally, I like the fun of just searching for my own stuff. Let me know what you guys think about vintage items and shopping for clothing. Do you guys usually buy used, or would you rather go and buy something new for yourself? The next store I decided to hit up was Crossroads Trading, and they had this pair of Air Force Ones that was really nice. There was a lot of details and different materials on those. I'm a sucker for shoes like that, so those were a pretty cool find. They had some decent shoes in big sizes, and they had some workwear jackets that were pretty fire, some Supreme t-shirts for the low, and some Supreme Air Force Ones while they're at it. Size 9, pretty cooked, just not worth it for the price. If you made it this far in the video, I just want to say a huge thank you. You're the real one. You're the one that I make these videos for, so I hope you do enjoy. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. I hit up the Carhartt store to finally cop that black jacket that I've been eyeing for the longest. I saw my homie with it too. He looked mad fresh, and I'm like, you know what? It's time for me to cop too. And then I slid over to the Adidas store, and to my surprise, they had the brand new Fear of God Athletics collab, and this is my first time seeing these shoes in person. While these shoes do look premium and they feel pretty nice, they're extremely heavy, and I would not be paying that high sticker price for these, knowing they're probably going under retail online. While I think a Fear of God and Adidas collab is really cool in idea, just in practice and in execution, they took too long to release these sneakers that look pretty mediocre and really aren't revolutionary in any ways. Other than that, the Adidas store was looking pretty empty. They had a bunch of models that I just wasn't super interested in. The materials, the colorways were looking decent, but just nothing capturing my full interest. And have you guys seen the Adidas Confirmed app? I mean, all those Yeezy sitting is just pretty embarrassing for Adidas. It's not a good look at all. And the fact that they said they were going to release them at discounted price and still decided to charge full retail just shows me that they're pretty desperate for money right now, and it's not a good look for the brand. It's evident that the relationship with Kanye West is negatively impacting the brand, and especially how they're carrying out with it. And after Kanye's most recent remarks, I wouldn't be surprised if another Yeezy product that's not a foam runner doesn't sell out again. The store you just seen in the last few clips was Uprise, and they always have really cool stuff. It's a skate shop that's been around in Chicago forever. There's a lot of really cool history behind it. The next store I hit up was Endless Supply, my first time being here, and this was a mistake. The prices in here are absolutely absurd. I wouldn't recommend anyone to go at this store and buy shoes from them. You know it's a problem when they're charging almost $400 for some Jordan 3 crafts that were sitting on the Nike app on sale for $157. As I was walking down, I peeped they had a house of hoops, so I decided to go inside and see what they had. I wasn't expecting anything crazy, but they did have some really cool models and some shoes that honestly should not be still sitting. These Jordan 3 Fears are amazing, and I've seen these go on discount, so if you can get them for a good price, they're definitely worth it. They also had the brand new Jordan 5 in that craft green colorway that I'm not the biggest fan of, but they're definitely decent. That's about all the commentary I have for you guys today. Enjoy these next 3 minutes of me just sneaker shopping, hitting some really cool places, and finding some really cool stuff. I'm still under the weather, so I'm just trying to take it easy, and hopefully I'll be at 100% soon to give you guys more sneaker content. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more Soul Therapy.